link in the description bar to this lady's channel. Her channel is fantastic. She does some really lovely things. And this is where I got this idea from. So she works in inches, I do believe, and I've converted mine to centimetres, and I've not overly embellished yet what she's made, because she's made these, I want to say she's called these like a pocket mini album, I think she calls them. So this is what they are. I've made 2 so far that I've got to decorate still. Then you open this up and you've got a little pocket here. This was my prototype one. So there's a little pocket there, and then you open these up and there's another pocket there. And then she did like a tuck spot there and a tuck spot there, I believe. Like I say, I've not finished decorating these yet, but I just thought they were so pretty. I'm not going to use these as a mini album. I thought these would be really lovely to put maybe a packet of seeds, hot chocolate, coffee, tea bag, gift card, that sort of thing. That was where my head was going with them. But I just thought they was really pretty. I loved the one that she done, and I loved the paper she used. So that's where I got the idea from. So that was my first one I made, and then that's the one I've just made in class with my friend Sarah today. Okay, so to make this you need a piece of pattern paper. Now it does work better if your pattern paper is double-sided, and mine is thick. It's borderline card come paper. I think my camera's moved. I might just see if I can move that a little bit. Sorry. Right, so this measures 20 centimetres by 20 centimetres, and you want to score it, and I've covered up my instructions. I've either covered them up or I've moved them, one or t'other. Probably I have moved them. I think I moved them to right, this measures 20 centimetres by 20 centimetres. If it's directional, this is the way you want to have it. So this is side 1, and you want to score it at 6 and 15. And then I'm going to turn it 1 turn to my left and score it at 4 and 18. While I've got the scoreboard out, excuse me, I'm going to score the next piece now. This is a piece of pattern paper. This does not have to be directional, this piece. This measures 17 centimetres by 8 centimetres. And on the 17 centimetre side, you want to score at 8 and 16. Right, that's all the scoring done. Right, okay, so on your, it's really difficult because this is really patterned. But basically, if you've got it facing the right direction, you've got a 4 centimetre section at your top. Then you've got this wider section and 2 centimetre section at the bottom. That's the orientation you want it in. So I'm just going to turn it over and fold and burnish it all. Okay, I'm losing everything today. Scissors. Right, okay, so on this 2 centimetre section at the bottom, you want to cut up by the side of that score line and remove the score line. So the score line is in this piece that I'm cutting away, and the same. So I'm going to just turn it around and remove that rectangle in the corner and remove the score line as well. So you've got a nice straight edge. And I'm going to do that to the other side. So cut up the score line to remove the score line. I can't see now. And cut that away. Just get rid of the score line. This does 2 things. First of all, it gives you a nice neat edge to it. And second of all, it helps this to fold in and gives you, so you've got room to shut it all up. So I'm going to turn it around and we're going to do the same with the top. Remove these 2 rectangles across the top, on the top there. So I'm just going to come up, cut up, remove that away. yeah, so as soon as I saw these, I thought, so I'm trying to see my score line. Sorry, it is very dark and I probably should have turned the light on. As soon as I saw these, I thought, gosh, that'd be really lovely for like a gift card holder or... Right, now I am going to round off every single corner. Right, okay. So like I said, the 4 centimetre section is your top. The idea is you want these to close up and that one comes down. So you want it so that you don't have that bulking in there. Okay, right. Then my piece, the 8 by 17 piece, I am going to take, I've got a 2-inch punch. And I'm just going to punch out the one that is next to the score line. This 1 centimetre score line. So I'm going to punch a notch out of the top of that one. Just make sure I can see where I'm punching out. So I'm going to try and even that, get that evenly in there as best I can. You don't have to do any of these pieces. Okay, so now I'm going to just miter the top and bottom of that 1 centimetre piece. It's come over really dark all of a sudden. It wasn't as dark as this when Sarah and I were sitting here crafting earlier. Right, so I'm going to add glue to that 1 centimetre section. And then I'm going to add glue just along the bottom, right tight as I can to the edge, so that you get the use of the whole pocket. And I'm just going to shut all that over. Just give that a good burnish. Get rid of all that glue that's coming out of there. Right, so that's my pocket, and then I'm going to glue this to this piece here. So I'm just going to fold those pieces in so I know where, and then I'm going to line it up with just the bottom of those pieces. So I'm going to try and, so I want that to come over, see? So I'm going to line it up with the bottom of the pieces that I cut. But one piece that's a little bit longer than the other, so I just want to trim that up. That'll make my, it's like a hair's breadth. Right, so just that's better. Right, so I want to fold those over, and then I want to lay that so it's level with the bottom of these 2 pieces. In the centre, and I'm going to add glue just where I know this piece is going to come over and attach to that pocket. So then I'm going to push this over so that I know then that I've got that in the right place. My glue's in the right place, and I know that it's all going to shut lovely. Right, and I'm going to do the pocket inside now. So for my pocket on the inside, I've got a piece of my pattern paper. This measures 8.9 centimetres. I'm just going to make sure this fitted because it's a bit, I'm going to take another, let's say 8 point, let me measure what I cut it at. let's say 8.7, because you want it all to close nicely. So that's 8.7 by 8. And again, I'm going to get my circle punch, get it as central as I can. And I'm going to put this inside there. So I'm going to glue just as close to that edge as I can. On 3 sides. Okay. Right, so I'm going to pop that in there. So you don't want it to go as far as the score line. So you don't want it to interfere with the score line. So I'm just going to go just above that score line. Glue that bit down. So that's your inside pocket now. Okay, so then I fold in the big one, then the small one, and then this one comes over. I'm just going to now take my crocodile and I'm going to put a hole, I need the larger one, in the centre of this top piece. So I'm going to put, let me go back a little bit. So I'm going to punch a hole in there. And then I've got a little piece here. This measures 2 centimetres by 5 centimetres. I would like to round the corners off, but because it's so small, even with my small corner rounder, it makes my edges a bit weird. But I'm going to punch a hole in the centre of there on one end as well. Right, then I've got some eyelets. What colour are we going to go for? Let's do, well, don't really want to do, well, I don't know, let's do orange. Right, there's a couple of eyelets. Now I know that my crocodile, these are quite big, and I know they don't, my crocodile, that's really not very central. I'm just going to make that hole a bit bigger because I know that my crocodile doesn't make the hole quite big enough. And pop that in there. Oh, pop that in there. And then I'm going to, oh gosh, that was very, very, very drunk, that was. Squeeze. That's that one. Then we're going to do this one. Squeeze. Okay. Now then, this piece here just lines up with the bottom. And I'll just turn that round, cack-handed. So it's about 1 centimetre hanging over. And I'm just going to add glue onto the back of that there. And then fold that back over. So that is your closure piece now. So I'm just going to see, I know I've got yellow baker's twine there, but I don't really want yellow. I've got this natural colour. Let's see if this is. I've got, actually, do I do that? I've got one there. Is this? Oh. No, not really. We'll stick with the natural one for now. I might change my mind in a minute. So that goes through the eyelet at the bottom. And then through the eyelet at the top. Oh, bring them together. And tie a bow. And I thought it would be really nice if you made these for a gift for somebody, you could make a little tag and hang it from the centre of the bow there. I just thought that would be really lovely. Like I say, when I saw these, and I had, the first thing I thought is they would make a really lovely, if you do Happy Mail, you could fill them with bits and pieces that you're going to give to somebody. Like I say, tea bag, put a little tea bag in there, gift card. There's so many things that you could do with this. I just think they're really pretty. So I'd love to know if you give it a go. Hope you've enjoyed my video today. If you could give me a thumbs up, that would be lovely. Leave me a comment. I do read and answer every single comment that I see. So I'm very, very grateful for that. I'll be back again soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.